Hello, friends. It's Sam here with Sacred Oak Temple in Edmonton, Alberta. Today's new moon ritual on April 27th, 2025, centers on election and voting as a form of resistance. To begin with, Sacred Oak Temple acknowledges that we're located on Treaty 6 territory. Today, we connect ourselves to this place, and we introduce ourselves to the ancestors and the gods of the Cree, the Dene, the Blackfoot, the Saulteaux, Nakota Sioux, and to the Métis people's ancestors. We connect ourselves to that river, to this sky, to the wind that blows across the plain from the mountains. I offer tobacco to the spirits of this land, and I ask for their permission to be here and help to belong here. Settle yourself comfortably in your place now. Rock back and forth until you feel completely balanced, or settle yourself in your chair. I'm strong like a mountain. I'm deep like the sea. I'm wild like the wind, and I am rooted in this place like a tree. As we enter sacred space, I'd like you all now to take 3 deep breaths and hold them for a second and then release them. With the first breath, we are here in our bodies. And with the second breath, we reach down to the earth and up to the sky and out to the land all around us. And with the third breath, we reach out to all the others in our circle today, and we connect our energy to theirs. And now we are prepared to be in the sacred space. This is a ritual for elections. As we cleanse this space, we clear out any remaining conflict and division amongst us, at least for the duration of our circle. What we create together is so much more beautiful and deeper than what we can create while divided. This is a place that is not a place, in a time that is not a time. We are halfway between the worlds of gods and mortals. This is a place that is all places, in a time that is eternity, where gods and mortals come together. And this is a place that is our home, a time that is our lives, where we can be greater than we thought. Now I'm going to call each of the directions, and I'd like you to join along in your homes. To begin with the east. Guardian of the watchtower of the east, guard this circle. I call upon the power of the goddess Athena, goddess of wisdom and knowledge. Will we build a community centered on knowing and teaching the mysteries? Open the way now for the power of the air. Guardian of the watchtower of the south, guard this circle. As the fire warms us, we gain the power of courage and determination. Open the way for the power of fire. Guardian of the watchtower of the west, guard this circle. Water reminds us of our connection and calls us to care for each other. Open the way for the power of water. Guardian of the watchtower of the north, guard this circle. As the earth makes us aware of the work to be done, and keeps us focused. Open the way now for the power of the earth. In the center, blessed are we who have come together, blessed with life and friends and family. The Spirit calls us to open our eyes and our hearts and to move us to act rightly in the world. We are in a dangerous time for the world and for our country. As we face the rising tide of authoritarianism to the south, we can learn from the experiences of the last century what it takes to oppose tyranny. These lessons are adapted from Timothy Snyder's book on tyranny. Beware the one-party state. The parties that remade states and suppressed rivals were not all powerful from the start. They exploited a historical moment to make political life impossible for their opponents. So support the multi-party system and defend the rules of democratic elections. Take responsibility for the face of the world. The symbols of today enable the reality of tomorrow. Notice the swastikas and the other signs of hate. Do not look away. Do not get used to them. Remove them yourself and set an example for others to do so. Remember professional ethics. When political leaders set a negative example, professional commitments to just practice become ever more important. It's hard to subvert the rule of law without lawyers, or to hold show trials without judges. Authoritarians need obedient civil servants, and concentration camp directors look for businessmen interested in cheap labor. This is a ritual calling for the blessing of Athena, the goddess of good government, on the government of Canada, which we will be electing tomorrow. I call for peace, order, and good government under the eye of the goddess Athena. I call, in the light of our obligations and responsibilities to one another, for the blessing of the goddess on the new government of Canada. I begin to sing of Pallas Athena, the glorious goddess, bright-eyed, grey-eyed, and inventive queen, unbending of heart, pure virgin, savior of cities. Only begotten, blessed and fierce, the souls of mortals you inspire. Gymnastic virgin of terrific mind, mother of arts, imperious, rage to the wicked, wisdom to the good. Male and female, purger of evils, all victorious queen, hear me, O goddess, when to thee I pray. Bring madness to the wicked, and prudence to the virtuous. O paragon of justice to mortals, you take pleasure in all just people. You loathe unfairness, but fairness delights you. And in you, knowledge of virtue reaches its noble goal. Goddess who established and guarded the great democracy of Athens, who established trial by jury, appointed the judges, swore them in, and founded a tribunal of justice for all time to come. Neither anarchy nor tyranny. Worship the mean, shore it up with reverence. You, in Parliament, must rise, cast your lot, judge the case, reverent to your oath. Shake out the lots and count them fairly. Honor justice. An error in judgment now can mean disaster. The cast of a single lot restores a country to greatness. Peace, blessings rising up from the land and down from the vaulting sky. Let the wind gods breathe, a wash of sunlight sweeping through the land. Athena, hear us. Pour from your abundant light compassion, justice, righteousness into the hearts and minds of our government. And so mote it be. Dismantling government support for vulnerable people, attacks on racial, ethnic, religious, and sexual minorities, attempts to force other countries to bow down cannot be tolerated. But resistance requires acts, not just words. And now, my friends, we are obliged to serve our goddess by voting. Tomorrow, April 28th, is Election Day in Canada. Here's to you, goddess. And now let us bless and share food and drink. It is not we who bless food and drink, but they who bless us. For in their nature, they nourish our bodies, and when we share them, we create community. As we share food and drink together, we assume an obligation to each other, and an obligation to the larger communities in which we live, an obligation to act, to help other people out, to express love, to be open to being loved. No act of kindness is too small to make a difference. So it was in ancient times, and so it is today, and so as we go forward into the future. May you never thirst. And may you never hunger. Share food with me now, and with whoever is in your circle at home, and offer some, of course, to the gods. May those who share the world of the Spirit with us be blessed. We claim the power of the Spirit to act. This place is our home, and we claim the power of the earth. We will care for each other, and we claim the power of the water. Thank you to Athena of the steely intellect for thought and depth of exploration, and we claim the power of fire. We end this circle with the breath of life, the first great blessing, and we claim the power of the air. We will go on together. We will support each other. We will build community. And now, take a deep breath, hold it, and release it. And another. In, release. The sun rises in the morning, and the world is covered in light, and we may see where we are and where we are going. In the same way, the heart, the mind, and the soul, they open up, and we reach for the light of understanding, and we connect to the infinite, which is reflected in each other. Take a deep breath. Hold it and release it. And another. this circle, it is open, but yet unbroken. Merry meet, and merry part, and merry may we meet again. Dear friends, the next full moon rite will be on the 12th of May at 7 p.m. I'll see you then. Blessed be.